We really are our own worst critics. Anyone who judges you or makes you feel bad about yourself, they're just a physical manifestation that's there to reflect back to you how much shame you already feel towards yourself. In this video, we're gonna get into how you can boost your confidence and stop caring so much about what other people think of you in 2022. In the era of hustle culture, social media influencers, and Kardashians alike, a lot of us have been hit by the inadequacy bug from time to time, but what do you do when it just feels like a constant, if not permanent thing? We're gonna talk about it in this video. First, a quick intro, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Alyssa, and this channel is about the laws of the universe and how you can use them to empower your life, release those inner wounds, and thrive in your human experience. Still playing around with that intro. Now, what we talk about on this channel goes way beyond the ever-popular law of attraction, so be sure to hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon so that you don't miss new videos. And if you're ready to boost your confidence this year, hit that like button and let's dive right in. According to a study conducted by Dr. Joe Rubino, an expert on the topic of self-esteem, a whopping 85% of Americans suffer from low self-confidence or low self-esteem. I'm sure it's similar everywhere, that's just a study done in America, but either way, that is an astonishing number. Lack of confidence or lack of self-esteem, whatever you want to call it, can wreak havoc on our lives. It affects our careers, our finances, relationships, even our physical health. But the good news is that you do not have to be born a naturally outgoing, bubbly, extroverted person in order to be confident. Neuroplasticity tells us that our brains are completely moldable and we can always change and develop into more confident people. But it does take action on our part. We do have to want and be willing to make these necessary changes. Change is what builds new neural pathways, reprogramming our brains for new ways of thinking and feeling. Everything that we experience always begins with what's going on within ourselves, right? So step one is always awareness. You have to see what's blocking you from feeling confident and in high self-worth in the first place. Look at your childhood. We're all walking around with that little inner child on our back, reacting to things that happen around us, right? Look at your triggers. What makes you feel insecure and not confident in the first place? What types of people, situations, atmospheres trigger that, and are they familiar from childhood? These are parts of ourselves that we need to acknowledge if we want to provoke long-term transformation. I have some inner child work videos that I'll link below if you want to check those out. But another thing to become aware of is how important the opinions of others are to you. Because these days, simply put, we are giving way too many shits about what people think about us, and it's affecting almost everything that we're doing. I'm just keeping it real. The importance of other people's opinions is affecting almost everything that we do. Of course, we do have to care to an extent. We can't just be walking around acting like jerks, but we're taking it to the extreme these days. Calibrating our personalities, the things that we say, even basing the clothing that we wear on how others view us. Why? Who are we doing this for? The bullies who outwardly judge other people have way bigger problems, and we absolutely do not need their opinions. Confident people see that, and they carry the energy of, this is me, deal with it or don't. They don't value the opinions of others, overvaluing being who they truly are. And they develop relationships with like-minded people who also value them for being who they are. Surround yourself with a solid support system too, bonus step. So change up your value system, care more about what you think and less about what others think of you. By the way, I want to hear from you guys. What are some of the reasons that you want to be more confident? It's important to get a value system going with this. Why is being more confident important to you? Let me know in the comments. So step two, drop the comparisons. Stop scrolling through social media comparing your life to others. It just leads to those stabbing feelings of inadequacy and shame, which will then be projected from your energy field. That's the law of correspondence at play. And then the law of attraction brings more of those things into your reality to make you feel inadequate. It's a perpetual thing until you put an end to it. It starts with you. To some people, comparing can be a motivational tool, but for most, it's a visual affirmation of what they feel they're lacking. For me, when I was an actress, I would follow other actresses on Instagram and I would see them living their best lives. And it would always trigger my deepest insecurities because I was always blinded to the untapped potential in myself. So I was seeing it embodied and lived out through these other actresses. And again, I felt lack. So stop the comparing. Stop comparing someone else's journey to where you feel you should be. Ultimately, we feel less than when we do this, and it just reinforces shame and inferiority. So come back to yourself. What are you good at? What influence can you offer the world? Don't let your ego trick you into thinking that you want someone else's life that you're not even aligned with. And step 3, get into a solid self-care routine. This is a surefire way to not only feel more confident, but improve your overall self-image. There have been countless scientific studies done on what a good self-care routine can do for your mental, physical, and emotional health. Are you making time for relaxation and self-reflection? I always go to meditation and breath work for this. Breath work helps with getting into my body and releasing tension and stagnant energy. And meditation helps me with awareness and getting myself grounded so that I can solve my problems more clearly and move through the day feeling more at peace in my own body. So if you're struggling with low self-confidence or even things like depression and anxiety, I highly recommend implementing meditation and breath work into your daily routine. Are you moving your body enough? If not, start taking walks, go for a run, do some yoga at home, dance around your house, just get moving as much as you can. This can easily provide a release of so many things, and over time, feeling good about yourself just becomes a habit. And on the same note, are you eating the right things? Food has a vibration too, and if you feel shame towards certain things that you know you shouldn't be eating, you are what you eat. I had to start small with this one, replacing things that I ate throughout the day with things that make me feel good. And I'm still a work in progress. This is definitely a journey. And lastly, very briefly, I want to cover self-forgiveness. We really are our own worst critics. Anyone who judges you or makes you feel bad about yourself, they're just a physical manifestation that's there to reflect back to you how much shame you already feel towards yourself. Of course you've made mistakes. You're human. Of course you've failed before. You're a part of this ever-polarizing universe where failures are meant to be lessons. Stop holding all of that shame and guilt and fear in your body and let it go. I'll link a couple of videos that I did on the Hawaiian mantra Ho'oponopono. It's a great practice for healing and forgiveness. So again, I'll link some of that in the description box. But to sum up this video real quick, step 1 is awareness. Become aware of your insecurities, why you don't feel confident, and find out where it stemmed from through inner child healing. 2, stop scrolling through social media and comparing yourself to where someone else is at in life. Get into a good self-care routine by moving your body more, eating better, meditating, and practicing breath work. And practice forgiving your past mistakes and past failures. And let go of the shame and guilt that you've held onto for so long. So implement all of these things, and by the end of this year, if not much, much sooner, you will absolutely feel like a confident badass in 2022. And on that note, I conclude this video. I truly hope it was helpful, and if it was, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, leave me a comment, and share this video if it can help someone else. But thank you all so much for watching today, and as always, please be safe, much love, and I'll see you next time.